her to the O2 stage. It's Souparnika Nair.
You made my heart believe we were the best of friends, the only friend that was me. You always let me down and always left me out, pretended I couldn't see. I've had my moments where I felt forgotten, but all things are healed in time. Never held me, but I will hold me. You said you were what I needed. I'm here standing tall. If you won't love me, then I will love me. You thought that I'd still be waiting for your call. Goodbye.
Introducing on Out of Britain, Souparnika.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, thanks. And you're okay for me to call you Sau?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Souparnika Nair, all of 15, only 15, but what a large journey you already have. We'll talk about that in just a bit. What does Souparnika mean?
So Souparnika is the name of a river, like the temple river in Mugambika in Karnataka.
In Karnataka, yeah, near Udupi. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, a lovely river. And is that where your flowing vocal cords come from, flowing like a river?
I mean, I guess so, yeah. So I'm happy that I have the name Souparnika because, it's like such a lovely name.
Yeah, it is beautiful. And to be named after a river is gorgeous. Is it a mouthful for people in Britain though?
Yes. Yeah, it definitely is. But so of course they call me Sau.
Sau.
So the shortened version.
Yeah. Okay, Sau. Tell us, who is Sau?
Well, I am a singer and I am a 15-year-old person and I love reading. And I mean, that's me, I guess.
Yeah. Is that what summarizes your life? Do you feel I am a singer inside you?
Yep, I've always loved music since I was really little. My parents always tell me that whenever we were going somewhere in the car or if they played songs, I'd always hum along to it.
As a baby?
As a baby, yeah. Not a couple of months, like 1 year old. So from then on, I've always been really interested in music. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I've heard you sing. You are phenomenal. And that's coming from someone who's not even an expert at singing. I can't sing to save my life. But it's not just me that says you're extremely admirable. It's the maturity of the voice, the tone, the throw. And I mean, it's obvious from the followers you have. It's obvious from what teachers of music have said about your voice. How did that happen? Is it God-given? Is it something you trained at? Where does this come from?
I mean, of course, I'm really. I would say it's also a blessing, my love of music. And my family has had like a musical background. My dad used to be a Carnatic singer.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
And my mum was a Bharatanatyam dancer. So they both had interest in the arts from a young age. And then also when I was little, I started showing like passion for music. I think I've always had an affinity to like singing and music. And then of course I always want to constantly improve. And of course singing training always helps me in that as well. And from a young age, my mum has always helped me constantly improve. She's been my singing teacher at home. When I was I would sing songs and she'd always tell me like this note, that note, and I think that also really helped me get to where I am, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely. It's your journey that I'm bringing through, and I'm calling this Britain's Got Indian Talent. That's what I'm calling this show, because here is a girl who's coming from the south of the country, which is where I am from actually. So it makes me extremely proud to be able to meet you. You're so inspiring and truly such a joyful young girl at 15 who's making head turns and who's singing and who's really someone who's been able to very quickly be accepted in mainstream music, which takes time. I think, for a lot of people who are aspiring to be singers. Now, I'd like to start from the start. Day one to your most recent achievement of doing a 33-day-long tour, the arena, going to so many different places and singing before thousands and thousands of people every single day. Tell me about day one, if you remember at all. Were you 5, 6, 7? When did you begin, and how was that like?
So I started like singing when I was around 5 or 6. The movie Frozen came out back then, and every little girl was really interested in the songs, and I was singing the main song of it, Let It Go, in school. And my classroom teacher, she was like to my parents at parents' evening, Sao likes to sing a lot, maybe you should put her into singing lessons. So from then I started taking singing lessons, like 6 years old. And when I was around 7 or 8, I started going to like local music festivals to get a sense of performing and to see if I was actually really interested in music itself. And then when I was around 9 years old, I was luckily got the opportunity to be in Michael McIntyre's big show. I'm the youngest ever unexpected star till date, I think. And that was amazing. I had an amazing time. It was my first TV performance. It was just fantastic. Oh wait, I forgot. Before that, I had my first radio performance on BBC Radio Suffolk when I was 9. I sang Crazy by Patsy Cline. It's like a song from the 50s. From a young age, I've always been interested in music from the 50s, 60s. So that was my first radio performance.
So at 9, you made that first radio performance, and then on stage, on TV.
That's when...
As if millions are watching you and you didn't care?
I mean, I've never really thought about how many people are watching. Whenever I'm on stage, I just start singing, and then, my mind just goes into like singing mode. That's the thing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take a wee break there. When she starts singing, the mind goes into what, you said? Is it like meditation for you when you're singing? What does it feel like when you sing?
I guess so. It's just like the best moments in life is for me when I'm on stage, because I just really love my passion for music. So before I get on stage, I'm always like a bit nervous, but as soon as I get on stage, I like forget everything, and I'm just right into the singing mode, I guess.
Singing mode. Souparnika on stage. Listen in.
Tell me, am I crazy? Are my dreams too big for little me? Is my vision hazy? 'Cause nothing feels clear inside of me. I know where I wanna go, I know where I wanna be, but I don't know how to get there. Who's holding the key? I wanna glitter, shine bright like a star up in the sky, never a quitter. At least that's what I tell myself at night. I know what I wanna do, I know what I wanna be, but I don't know how to get there. Is it meant for me? Here I come, I don't wanna walk before I run. Every minute feels too long, and I can't wait to sing my song. Here I come, don't care if I'm too close to the sun. I'm ready to burn. When's it my turn to sing my song? Ooh. I know I'm impatient, don't wanna be silent, I wanna shout. It's not about failing, I wanna see how this thing plays out. I know where I wanna go, I know where I wanna be, and I know somehow I'll make it. No dreams too big for me. Here I come, I don't wanna walk before I run.
born in Kerala, in South India, and then you shifted to Oman for 2 years, and then you moved when you were 4 to Britain.
Yeah.
And in Britain, this is a singer who loves Queen, who loves music from Frozen. That was your first love. And you're often seen, especially by the Asian community, the South Asian community, the Indian community, the Kerala community would own you and say, she's our girl. How does that feel when you are, I won't say representing India, but you are from India, you're close to your roots, are you?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. And you've just been to India recently, a couple of months ago, and then you're here owning songs that the world loves and adores. How do you get that right in your head?
I mean, I'm really proud to represent my culture. Being from Kerala, I mean, Kerala is such a beautiful place. India is a beautiful place. And whenever I go back to India, I went back last month. I mean, it's just amazing. My family, all my friends and family are in India, so I love going back. And I mean, I'm really glad that I get to represent my culture here in the UK. And
what does grandma say when you go back? Does she know what you do?
yeah, she does. My grandma always watches my videos on YouTube. She recently downloaded a commenting channel, and now she comments on my YouTube videos.
Okay, that's what grandmas are.
Yeah. But my grandparents are really supportive of my singing journey.
Yeah.
You know, whenever I go back, I sometimes sing a couple of songs to them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm really happy that I have such a loving family. And such a supportive family.
Such a supportive, such a blessing, doesn't it feel like? It's not easy for a young girl to do what you do. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
My question though is it easy to take this, I don't know if I'm using the right word, risk of pursuing singing as a career? It's a risk because there are so many talented people out there. You could be feeling like, am I going to make it? Is this what I want to do? But you must be missing your classes, your education, which is normal to everybody else. So is it easier today in your world? Because I come from a different world. I come from a different generation. And in my world, do what you want, make sure you survive, make sure you win. That was what I was born with. And that's what most Indian families push their children to do, Asian families. They really put so much pressure in a good way for us to outperform our own selves. So is it coming easier to you to make this decision and say, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to pursue it because I love it, and it may be that I may not be able to attend my classes and I may not be able to do very well. How does that balance work?
I mean, making it big in the music industry is really hard. It's like, 1 in 2 million to make it really big. But I mean, I don't really care too much about making it big. It's always for me to follow my passion, and if I end up big, then that's a plus. But I've always just been about whatever happens, I'll just continue doing music and making music and learning more music. And I mean, in today's generation, I think parents are more lenient in letting their kids follow their passions. Yeah, I think more Asian parents are letting their kids, or supporting their kids at least. But as long with music, my parents have always told me to continue with my education and, learn as much as you want. It's not really about getting the top grades, but just continue learning like as much knowledge as you can. But they've always supported me and helped me in getting better at my passion in music, and they've always been there for me. So I've found it, I think luckily I've been able to find it quite easy in following my passion.
Excellent. And what are your favorite subjects? What's plan B?
My favorite subjects are history, English. I like all academics. But my favorite subject is history. I like learning about, the Tudors. And I've also taken an interest recently in learning about, Indian history, like cultural history about Kerala. I don't really have a plan B. I think for me, it's just go with the flow, see what happens. Because I definitely want to continue with music, but I really love history, so I might study a bit more into history or English. So yeah.
No wonder you're named Souparnika. That's what a girl named after a river would say. Go with the flow and find where you are in a few years from now. And in my little chat with Sau, I can tell that she's not just a little gutsy thing. You are a little wise thing. So wise at 15, and I wish I were. I wish I were. So wise, so very humble and joyful. I think you're joyful, and I love your smile. Keep your smile. Souparnika, there are so many people watching this episode across the world, and on NDTV World, I'd like to ask you if you were able to share a message with young girls such as yourself, parents who are struggling to say, yeah, fine, you have the passion and you're great, but it's important for you to study first and do that next. What's your state of mind? What's your message going to be to them?
I mean, always, what your parents say about focusing on education, always continue learning knowledge, but you should always try to follow your passion as well.
Listen to your parents, basically, and your heart.
And your heart. Try to keep a balance.
Excellent. Thank you. Thanks so much. And we're going to listen to more songs by Souparnika.
I had the joy to be Souparnika's first ever vocal coach. I remember the day clearly. She was only 5, and she sang with such confidence, such conviction, such passion from her heart with every single song that she sang.
Firstly, let me say what a joy it has been to spend a couple of months this year on tour with Sau. I think she did an incredible job, and it was really just a pleasure to get to know her and see her at work in her element over these 2 months.
Welcome back. You're watching Out of Britain, and I'm joyfully bringing you the story of this lovely young girl, Souparnika. Sau, are you happy for me to call you Sau?
Of course.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go a little bit over the next few minutes into Sau's world to try and see who are the people, who are your buddies. Tell me a little bit about your good friend Angel who's here. Who wants to go first? Who wants to introduce the other?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So
I'll hold it for you.
Okay. So my name is Souparnika, and this is my friend Angel, and she's really talented, and we became friends from 2021 when we first met. We both did School of Rock, the UK tour, the musical, and we both played Tamika, and I guess we've been friends ever since.
And who is Souparnika to you?
Sau is a very important person in my life, especially in my school life. Knowing her since 2021, we almost connected so easily, and she was a really sweet friend to have during the tour. But then when we found out that we were going to the same school for 2025 to 2026, I knew it was going to be an even better experience, because she's someone so driven and so sweet, and having those factors in a friend are just very amazing to have.
Oh, that's lovely. In Asian culture, and I know your parents are from Philippines, but you were born here. In Asian culture, parents push their children so much to be the best at whatever you do. Whatever, be a doctor, be an engineer, you're a singer, make sure you're top 1, 2, 3 something. Is it okay to be, I'm not saying you're mediocre, and I'm not saying you certainly are not. Is it okay to be mediocre? Be average, be a little above average, and live with that. Is that okay?
I think personally it is for me, just because seeing people that I guess you could say are better than me gives me the drive, or the
encouragement.
Exactly. It encourages me to be better. So although in Asian countries it may be a bit they may be a bit stern with how well they want their, I guess they could them to perform.
Yeah.
It's always
So the pressure of performance is there.
exactly.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
have you felt that?
Not too much. I mean, my parents have always said to follow my passion, and I've always been like very passionate about music. But obviously, education is also important. So they always tell me to always study hard. It's not really about the grades, but always be interested in learning as much as you can. But also, if you have a passion, also follow that passion. I mean, just be happy in whatever career you want to go into. So I haven't really felt that pressure too much.
I'm presuming you have your days are super full with singing, but do you have any other passion apart from singing and being busy with education?
I love reading. When I was little in primary school, I used to get these certificates of like reading 11 million words, 12 million words. So that's like a passion of mine, reading. And I also like to play the piano a bit. I like to play the piano, but I don't think my parents would agree.
Okay. And you, Angel?
yeah, so as well as singing and musical theatre, I really like dancing. I like to do it in my spare time. Just taking classes makes me really empowered. I also like to bake, baking for my family, baking for my friends. It's just something I really enjoy.
Oh, lovely, lovely. It's just so joyful to see young girls pursue passion, pursue education. And I'm truly so happy I am able to share more stories than just Sou's on this episode. And that's because it's so important to shine a spotlight on how there has been a change in the attitude of parents, I think. And parents also find it very hard because they didn't have that kind of freedom. They didn't have that kind of backup to say, yeah, try, and if you fail, that's fine. We're here to support you. They didn't have that. I presume your parents didn't. I'm presuming your parents didn't. And mine certainly didn't. And so for my generation, maybe it was do it, just do it and survive. But here, we've come to this era where it's okay if you've tried, as long as you've tried, and it's okay where you end up. And who knows, there could be a Sao who makes it like a gem is found, and there'll be an Angel who will make it extremely big, and best wishes for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.